Hello Jeopardy! Fonts, and welcome back to the channel for another exciting recap. We're diving into the Tuesday, October 28th, 2025 episode. And trust me, you won't want to miss the details of this one. We've got spoilers, highlights, and of course, we'll reveal the winner. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Tonight, we welcomed our returning champion, who came into the game with some impressive stats and a whole lot of confidence. Facing off against them were two brand new challengers, both eager to make their mark and dethrone the champ. The energy in the studio was electric right from the start, with Ken Jennings at the helm, ready to guide us through another thrilling game of answers and questions. The Jeopardy! Round kicked off with some fascinating categories. We had literary first lines, world capitals. In the kitchen, in a fun one called Before and After, the challengers came out swinging, trying to build up some cash early on. Our champion, however, played a very strategic game, carefully selecting clues and hunting for that first daily double. Didn't take long to find it. The daily double was uncovered in the world capitals category. The challenger who found it decided to make a bold move, wagering a significant portion of their early earnings. The clue was a tricky one, testing deep geographical knowledge. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with the correct response, which gave our returning champion a bit of breathing room. By the end of the first commercial break, the champ had established a solid, but not insurmountable lead. The game was still very much up for grabs as we headed into the rest of the round. After the break, the In the Kitchen category proved to be a goldmine for one of the challengers, who rattled off a series of correct responses, closing the gap with the champion. The board was cleared quickly, with all three contestants showing off their quick reflexes on the buzzer. By the end of the Jeopardy! Round, the scores were tight. The champion was in the lead, but the other two players were hot on their heels, setting the stage for a very competitive double Jeopardy! Round. The tension was building, and you could tell that every dollar was going to count. The double Jeopardy! Round started and the stakes were, well, doubled. The categories got tougher, including 19th century scientists, Opera 101, American history, and pop culture. Icons. This is where the true test of broad knowledge begins, right away. The contestants started searching for those two crucial daily doubles hidden on the board. The first daily double of the round was found under 19th century scientists by our returning champion. With a comfortable lead, they made a calculated wager, not too risky, but enough to extend their advantage. They nailed the response, adding a nice sum to their total and putting more pressure on the challengers. It was a classic champion's move, playing smart and using the daily double to create distance. The challengers weren't giving up, though. The battle for second place was fierce, with both players trading correct and incorrect responses. The second daily double was finally located late in the round in the American history category. The contestant in third place found it, and knowing this was their last best chance to get back in the game, they went for a true daily double, wagering everything. The studio went silent. It was a make-or-break moment. They took a deep breath, gave their response, and it was correct. A huge, game-changing move that completely shook up the standings and put them right back in contention. As the final seconds of the double Jeopardy! Round ticked away, the scores were incredibly close heading into the last clue. The board was cleared, and as the music played, we looked at the totals. The champion was still in the lead, but the challenger who made that gutsy daily double wager was now in a strong second place, with the third contestant not far behind. It was all going to come down to Final Jeopardy! Anyone could still win this. And so, we arrived at Final Jeopardy! The category was revealed to be famous inventions, a very broad topic that could go in any direction. Ken Jennings read the final clue, and the iconic thinking music began to play. The contestants scribbled down their final responses and wagers, their expressions a mix of concentration and anxiety. This was at 30 seconds to decide the entire game. Let's break down the wagers. The contestant in third place had a decent total, but would need the top two to get it wrong to have a shot. They made a smart wager, betting almost everything. The challenger in second place, who had that amazing comeback, was in a position to win if the champion stumbled. They also made a significant wager, enough to take the lead. And our champion, they had the lead, so the strategic move was to wager just enough to cover the second-place contestant's potential total. Time was up. The contestant in third place revealed their response, and it was correct. A great finish for them, putting pressure on the others. Next, the challenger in second place. They also had the correct response. Their big wager paid off, and they vaulted into the lead, waiting to see what the champion wrote down. Finally, it was the champion's turn. They revealed their response, and it was also correct. With their strategic wager, they had just enough to surpass the challenger's total by a razor-thin margin. What an incredible finish. In one of the closest games we've seen in a while, our returning champion managed to hang on for the win. Congratulations to our champion on another hard-fought victory. And a huge round of applause for our two challengers, who played an amazing game and made this an unforgettable episode. The clutch daily double and the nail-biting final Jeopardy round made this a classic. What did you all think of tonight's game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you get Final Jeopardy right? And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Daily Jeopardy, recaps, and highlights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for the next one.